Most colleges in our area have welcomed students back already on campus, but what happens if a student tests positive for COVID-19 or isn't following the health and safety guidelines? We sent 7 News reporter Scotty Kay to Limestone University today to find out.
Students have been back on Limestone University's campus for a few weeks now, and university officials tell me so far they're off to a strong, safe start. Now they're relying on students to help them keep it that way.
Everything is really running surprisingly well. Our plan, we were ready for it to be much worse, and so far we're coming in at the low end of our expectations in terms of numbers.
When walking on the campus of Limestone University, you'll see most students wearing a mask and practicing social distancing.
The main thing I'm saying to my students right now is thank you. They are making this work.
But the university is still keeping a close eye on COVID, and they're randomly screening students to get a better idea of the number of cases they may have.
Every week, about 125 students are tapped on the shoulder and sent to get the COVID test.
If a student tests positive, they're taken to a designated quarantine area off campus.
They get meals delivered, they can have a laptop, still work on their classes, but they're not part of the campus population.
The college then works to find out who the student may have come into contact with.
Who have you spent more than 15 minutes within 6 feet of in the past 48 hours?
Those students will be asked to quarantine in their residence halls. If students don't follow the campus's COVID-related guidelines or quarantine when asked, they will be sent home and will have to take their classes online.
We had one student who was told to isolate in a room, and we found out she slipped out. So she gets to spend the rest of her time at home until her quarantine period's over.
As far as social gatherings and parties, Limestone's president says there will be consequences for putting others at risk. If the appropriate safety measures are not in place, students could be sent home for the remainder of the semester.
You need to protect the rest of campus. You aren't going to be able to stay here and participate if you don't follow the rules.
The university says they have planned structured student activities where safety measures will be in place, and they're encouraging students to take advantage of these events rather than throwing their own parties. At Limestone University, Scotty Kay, 7 News.